Morning, Paulsicans and Hansakins. Welcome to the DeFi Crypto Alliance Show, the loudest megaphone in Pulse Chain land. Happy Monday, guys. How are we doing today? I'm super pumped to be with you guys here today on this beautiful Monday, man. I am excited where we're at in the market. I'm excited to see Pulse Chain holding these levels that we're at right now, which is really cool. Pulse is at like a half sack price. We're just kind of holding these levels, floating sideways. Richard Hart's been on a tweeting storm this morning. A lot of stuff that I don't understand. Maybe you guys know better than I do. Who knows? Especially the stuff that he's talking about with, the lock and trying to, open the lock and how to open locks. I don't understand how that's relevant to any of our stuff, but still nice to see him on there tweeting. And figured I'd do a show for you guys today to kind of talk about some of the data and information that I was seeing, come in over the last week or two. As you guys probably know, I'm in real estate. I've been in real estate for quite a while. A lot of my buddies in the real estate space are really struggling to find deals. Once they find these deals, they're having a hard time selling these deals to investors, where this was not always the case. When we were doing deals, man, you get a deal, you could sell that for close to almost retail, back in 2022, 21, maybe even going into 23. I quit my wholesaling and fix and flip business somewhere in the end of 22, but that was different times. And if you put something on the market, you would have 5, 6, 7 offers, commanding over list price. It was crazy. And it was definitely a seller's market. They controlled the inventory. Now we're starting to see this shift into more of a buyer's market, where this inventory is being commanded, as far as like buyers are making there's concessions being given to the buyers. They're able to like really hack the price. I'm seeing it, massively here in Puerto Rico too. My landlord, who this property I live in, he wants about $1 million, which is way over what it's worth. And I was like, he asked me if I was going to buy. I was like, hell no, bro, sorry, not for $1 million, man. You need to come way off your price. He put it in the market. It's been in the market for 8 months now. And so, if you want to kind of predict your next big recession, market crash, you need to follow real estate. You need to know what's going on in the real estate markets. You need to see what's going on with housing, because that is the lagging indicator. And when that's the last domino to fall, that's where it's too late. If you haven't got out of whatever assets you're in, that is, you're kind of late to the party. So real estate is really the big last domino to fall. And I kind of wanted to show you guys some data points here that really ties this home. I'll just kind of share my screen so you guys can see it. I'll share the entire screen. And right here, this is the first chart I want to show you guys. And this is U.S. home prices, home price history from 1890 all the way to 2025, which is, into today's where we're at in the market. And it's inflation adjusted. And you can see the 2006 bubble, and how big of a crash we got after that. I mean, this is massive. And I knew a lot of guys, man, they are just wealthy beyond you could possibly imagine, right? You're beyond the wildest dreams, because they came in and scooped up a bunch of houses in the Phoenix area. There's this one area called Maryville. Maryville is, it's family oriented. The houses are a little bit older. They're built like in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. But they're decent neighborhoods. It's not like the ghetto, but it's not like your rich parts of town either. And they were buying houses in Maryville for like $20,000 a pop. It was insane. Now those houses are going for $400,000, $500,000. And some of these guys picked up, 10 to 20 of these properties. Imagine picking up 20 properties at $20,000 pop, using a lot of other people's money to do that, and then selling that inventory right now. I mean, it's like crypto gains, right? And you just created absolute massive legacy wealth. I was not in the real estate game back here, guys. I wish I was. I wish I was in the game then. I came in somewhere around 2016, 17 is when I started getting into real estate. Maybe it was maybe 15. Yeah, it was 15 when I first started. So yeah, and yeah, I got to ride some of this wave up, and as you see now, the bubble that we're in right now, or the pricing, is way over 2006, even adjusting to inflation, and it's starting to go sideways from here. And it might probably, I'm projecting it's going to roll over somewhere in 2026. Uh, Real estate's a very slow moving asset class, but this is scary stuff right here. And this will send another just massive dip into the market. I mean, I don't think we'll go down this low, but like it's going to create another lower high, right? Like you guys all understand that on the chart here, it'll come back down all the way to these levels. Another chart I want to show you guys. Real estate works off of 18.5 year cycles. Okay. So every 18.5 year, you have a dip. You have some kind of recession in the real estate space. And that's where we're at right now. The 18.5 year cycle is over in the middle of 2026. So we are right here in that cycle. And we are due for what they're calling a deep recession after this particular cycle top. So it will cycle out in 2026. And then 2027, you're going to see just that, and it'll probably start in 26, a, 2-3 year massive bear market. At least in real estate, you might see other assets recover. Obviously, crypto will recover, stocks will recover. A lot of fast moving assets will recover way before real estate, but maybe you're not seeing real estate recover to 2030 would be absolutely insane. And so if you play your cards just right, you're in this volatile asset class called crypto that gives you mad gains. Maybe you can go and get yourself a 10x, 20x, 100x. I don't know. It's never financial advice on this show. This is just all speculation. I just like to come on here and speculate about my money and my thought process and bring you guys along for the ride. But man, you could come in and make some mad gains in crypto, and then come in and buy this dip in real estate and really get that wealth preservation, legacy wealth. I mean, this is stuff that, that we dream of as investors. It really is. And we don't see that come around again for another 18.5 years. This is something you're going to want to capitalize on. And that means everything will be going on sale. And it lines up with where the next crypto top is going to be at too, right? The next crypto top will be somewhere in 2026. I feel like 25, 26, toward the end of 25, maybe the Q1 of 26, it could roll over to that. At least altcoin season could. I think Bitcoin still top somewhere in November-ish, October, November, December. And then you roll over into altcoins, finish out the cycle, and kind of sit on your hands for a little bit and let real estate really flush out. You can get some massive gains here and get money on your money. Here's another fun chart that is super scary. Estimated percent of 30-year-olds who are both married and homeowners. For starters, a lot of people are not getting married anymore. So that statistic is going down. That's for starters, right? Like people just going out there and not growing up basically and living the party lifestyle and drifting through life and just wanting to stay single so they can sleep with whoever they want. And I get it, right? I did that I didn't get married till I was 43, 44. I got married late in life, but I wanted to make sure because it was the right woman. But that statistic is going down. And you couple that with homeowners buying a home, it is the lowest it's ever been, ever. This is crazy. It's because people are getting priced out of homeownership. They can't afford a $400,000, $500,000 house, $700,000 house when they're making 40 grand a year, 50 grand a year. And so this is what the problem is. And so this is going to also create that crash. You have some unemployment ticking up, which is getting the Fed a little bit nervous. They're going to do a pivot. Thank God. We at least hope we see that right coming up. Jerome Powell is getting a little bit some pressure put on him to start cutting some interest rates, getting the cost of money down. So that way businesses can thrive more in 2026. And we need to start bringing uh, some home ownership back into pricing. And the only way you do that is by lowering interest rates, getting the cost of money down, getting where mortgages are affordable again. Right now, they're not very affordable with the interest rates. And this is insane. This is an insane statistic that's very scary. That's showing me there's going to be a massive crash coming in the real estate sector. And then once real estate goes, that means everything has gone. So, yeah, very important data here. We want to keep our eye on the ball here, making sure we're planning for this. This is coming up in 2026. This is not happening now. Right now, you're still playing let's get our bags built for these massive gains. But this data is telling you the writing is on the wall. So if you think you're just going to hold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, even Pulse Chain through this next bear market, and you're going to create, hold your wealth through that, you got another thing coming. Everything will get flushed out. Everything's going to get flushed out in 2026, 2027. Everything's going to be reset back down to zero or close to it. Crypto drops anywhere from 75% up to 99%. Real estate will take a massive correction. It will drop, 30 to 60% depending where you live. A plus counties like California, Arizona, Utah, they can lose up to 60% of their value. In the Midwest, it's not so bad. You can lose maybe 10, 20% of the value on your real estate. But this bubble is scary as shit, and it is going to flush out. It is going to flush out a lot of people. And so stuff that we need to keep an eye on, guys. Real estate controls the back end of everything. And like I said, I'm seeing it everywhere. All my friends who I talk to in the investment space, they're struggling right now. They're having a hard time getting deals sold to investors and creating money right into their business. And so this is tough. So what can we do right now? Well, the things that we are, already doing, right? You guys are on the right path, right? You guys who watch my show, whether you're only accumulating Bitcoin or Ethereum, that's fine. If you don't need the mad gains, you just want conservative gains, or you're going down the risk, rabbit hole like I am and buying Pulse Chain, PulseX, Inc., Hex. Hex is my biggest bag. And I like most too. We're the mostest with the mostest on the show. I love all the assets. I feel like there's still the contrarian play for this altcoin season. There's still deep value in them, even though they're up a 3, 4, 5x off the bottom right now. You still get a great deal against versus ETH versus Bitcoin. I mean, I wouldn't go buy Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's $120,000, $121,000. You might get a 2x on your money. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I hope we get a 2x. Hope it goes to $250,000. But I doubt it's going there. It's going to probably top out at 180, 190. Who knows? But this real estate stuff, man, I'll keep you guys in the loop as we're kind of moving through this 18.5 year market cycle. We're going to be coming to an end here, in 2026. And the funny thing is, if you guys follow the Benner cycle, it lines up with that too. Benner cycle says 2026 is the top of all assets that you should be sold out by then. And this is proving to be true. And we're not going to want to be around for that deep recession. I promise you. You're going to want to be in hard dollars during that correction. And then once that correction happens, then you come in and buy the bottom and create that legacy wealth. So, yeah. All right. Let's see what Pulse Chain's doing, though. That's why you guys come here. Let's go look at the secret chart and see that we are still doing what we anticipate. We're in the right place, right time. Secret chart looks pretty much the same. It looked all week last week. I would like to see for good market structure, this will come down and create a lower high right here, or a higher low. I don't know. I think it's a higher low right here, like this, to give us good market structure. This is a good Ethereum. So on the weekly, on the line chart, this is what I would like to see happen. I know you guys are like, no, I don't want to see Pulse go down anymore. Well, it doesn't mean Pulse has to go down against the dollar. It means Ethereum can go up, and while Pulse is sitting sideways like it is right now. So Pulse trading at 4 zeros, 4937, about half sack price, not too bad. Pulse X 4038. Ink still over $2. That's good. I would like to see Ink hold that $2 range. Anything under $2 is absolutely highway robbery for Ink. Hex holding at that 1.185 cents. Like that. That is still holding at a penny. EHEX been doing the worst as far as gains this last like little pump that we've had. Hasn't really done much at all. It's decimal 001867. It's been down in that range. And I've seen a lot of people talk about how EHEX is anticipated to go lower against PHEX, against Pulse. It'd be interesting. I think it might be one of the last movers this altcoin season because EHEX is going to be bought by retail, right? All the guys who are in Pulse Chain, all of us who are known about these assets, we're going to buy what's on Pulse Chain. As retail's coming in and Ethereum is pumping, EHEX is closest to the money, and it can get bought by retail because it is closest to the money. Now, that's assuming the RH doesn't shit on it. That's your risk versus reward there. I hold bags of EHEX. It's kind of like a meme coin almost to me in my portfolio, though. So understand the risk versus reward there. SolidX hanging out about $13. I still love SolidX. I got a nice bag of that. So not financial advice, but I am buying bias. Most is hanging out at 3.5 cents. It's gone down a little bit. I'd like to see most go back up to 5 cents. That'd be a wonderful place for most to hang out at. I think most easily, not financial advice, guys, but could easily hit $1 this cycle. So especially with the meme coin craze that we've seen, Pulse Chain just needs any kind of like, retail activity, and some of these meme coins will really take off. But yeah, there's the charts, nothing too crazy, just hanging out sideways on this beautiful Monday. And we'll see what happens, We'll see what happens. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on the real estate cycle? We're kind of coming to an end here. It's going to be ending next year, roughly. And then I think we're going to see a long recession. I don't know what's going to happen there. You definitely don't want to be in stuff like crypto. You don't want to be in stocks. You don't want to be in anything. When that flushes out, you just want to be in dollars. And I know it sucks to say that, but that is a time that you have to be in dollars. You got to wait for the bottom to come in, and then you come and buy the bottom. And that's where real wealth is made. So it's not by hodling diamond hands through the next recession. You want to hodl on diamond hands during this period of time, right? Going into the next altcoin season. But after next year, man, the writing's all over the wall to me. It's already coming out, with a lot of my friends telling me that, their businesses are just sucking ass right now in the real estate space. It's just, yeah. So keep an eye on that, guys. Got 187 of you guys watching. That's awesome. We got 164 on Twitter. Give me a retweet if you like this content. And then 23 over on YouTube. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. We're going to keep bringing you the best possible, loudest megaphone and Pulse Chain type content all through this market cycle, even when we are doing the wealth preservation stage of this cycle, maybe buying some real estate when it hits that bottom in 2026, coming and scooping that up. Maybe it's 27, who knows? And then playing, the real estate game along with the crypto game to get legacy wealth, change the trajectory of you and your family tree. That is the key. If you guys want a tool so you're not paying any taxes, use a DeFi Wealth Trust. I'll be using the DeFi Wealth Trust when I leave Puerto Rico. I'm leaving Puerto Rico later this year, at the very latest Q1 next year. But I think we're going to be gone this year. And use the DeFi Wealth Trust to harbor your assets, not pay gains on this crypto. It's free to set up. It's free to have the conversation with Chris. And if you don't use it, no harm, no foul. And that way, if you have it ready to, you can make some mad effing gains. You can harbor those assets inside the DeFi Wealth Trust and not pay any taxes. All those taxes will be deferred, and you let your money keep growing for you. And if you come play this real estate game with me, scooping up some syndications at an absolute cheap valuation in 2026 and 2027, you could do that all inside the trust, tax deferred, and go back into crypto tax deferred, which is awesome, right? come play the game with me with the DeFi Wealth Trust. And that's how I'll be doing it when I leave Puerto Rico, because I'm not sticking around here after this year. This is it for me. This is it for me, guys. I am done with Puerto Rico. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, especially since this last weekend, man, the power's been off for almost 3 days. It came on literally 2 hours before I did this live stream, and that is frustrating. We are done. So we're going to use a DeFi Wealth Trust. That is going to be the secret sauce. If I didn't know the DeFi Wealth Trust, I'd have never came to Puerto Rico. So it'll be good to use when we get back in Arizona, though. So check in with you guys, see how everyone's doing on this beautiful Monday. Urban Productions, man, long time no see. I know I've been hit and miss with my streams. Oi, oi, uh-oh. He has beat Red Squirrel to the punch. Crypto Monster, Corey, good to go. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate that. You're the GOAT for showing up, Crypto Monster. I appreciate you. William, good morning, Corey. Charts go to moon just in time for mailers to get delivered. I agree. So when people look up at the charts, they look prime. That is the secret sauce right there. Green candles do the best form of marketing, the best form of onboarding. And all he's doing with the mailers is getting the people to come over here and take a look. That's all it is. And then you have the charts prime. And they don't got to be like, he hasn't to pump it at 10, 20, 50x. He can just, get the green candles with good market structure. Things are looking primed. And yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. There's no way he has a down only chart when all the mass market starts rolling out and new people are looked up Pulse Chain. Big things coming, brother. I agree 120%. And if you're not building a position out now, or if you don't have a position right now, man, I don't know what to tell you. You're not going to play the last explosion before the biggest recession comes. I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, go get some. You need to make some money. What is it? It's not financial advice, but we need to go make some money before we can buy the dip on that massive recession. Dukaboos, what up, man? Cheers, everyone. Super excited for you and your RH Max's debate. I'll be tuning in for that. I think it's Wednesday or something. You can go ahead and chill it here in the chat if you want. I don't care. But I'll be tuning in for that. It'll be a lot of fun. Hex Highland. Yes, Corey, great to be here. I am selling real estate in London and buying land and building in Thailand. That's awesome, man. That's also where you're located. So that makes a lot of sense. Europe is dying. Asia is thriving. We're all going to make it. Dude, that is the truth, man. Obviously, I came back from China, and those guys are in freaking a massive boom. I can't believe what they've accomplished over the last 20, 30 years. Yeah, we inherited the property out there. We won't be selling that property anytime soon. We'll be hodling that property, obviously using it to go out there. So we're planning on going out there, hopefully, once a year, ideally. And man, it is crazy. Yep, the end of the 18.5-year cycle is coming in here in the U.S. next year. So I'm not sticking around. I'll be buying the bottom though. Kelly Anthony, morning all. Good morning to you. Appreciate you showing up. Lunacy Point. Hey, gang, what is going on, Lunacy Point? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate that. And there she is, my lady Tam Tam. Hello, my lovelies. Hello, Tam Tam. Appreciate everything you do for the community and the voice that you bring. It's absolutely amazing. Keep it up. Keep the good work. Joe, my ETHA, BNR, and CB calls are doing great. Much better than my Pulse Chain bags. Okay, cool, man. Maybe roll some of those gains back into Pulse Chain. That's a key, right? Sell green candles, buy red. Diversification is key, despite Rich's opinion. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, I wish I would have been in the Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's where I wish I'd have been diversified, is in the Bitcoin. Playing the crypto game next time go around, I will have Bitcoin as part of my portfolio, at least especially in the early stages of the market cycle. That's where I'll be diversified at. The only play was, MicroStrategy, of course, current play. Yeah, agreed. I agree with that. The blue chips are definitely still the way to go, in my opinion, especially in the early stages of the cycle. That's the way to play the game. I agree with you. And then you roll those gains into stuff like Richard Hart assets that will do well. But man, I would have like 4, 5, maybe even 10 times more money. I'd be a massive player in Pulse Chain if I had played the game that way. Prince Owens, what's up, man? I don't think you're first, man. I don't know. You're like number 10 or something, but maybe you're first in your mind. It's a little early for you. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? That's how evil bankers stay in power. They crash the markets, the buy up value, and businesses are pennies a day up. That's true, man. And they're about to do it again. It's coming to that time. And I wasn't around the 2006 cycle recession. I was not smart enough. I was not an investor at the time. I was working in the casino industry as a blackjack dealer at that time. And I remember like the for sale signs being on every freaking house and all the neighborhoods. And I didn't think much of it, right? It wasn't like in my brain, I didn't think, oh, this is opportunity. It was, for me, I was scared to buy a property because of all the for sale that was the selling that was going on. It's weird. It's been backwards. It's funny how our emotions play with us. It's backwards. I remember being scared. Like, I don't want to buy a house right now. Look at all this. Look at this shit. Like, I should have bought as many houses as I possibly could. Should have bought like fucking 20 houses. God, I'd be the biggest player in Pulse. I'd be playing at Rackham's level. Shit. Yeah, well, you live and learn, man. As I get older, I get smarter. I know how these freaking cycles work now. I've been through it. I see it. And you're never going to get it perfect, but like I can play the game a little bit better next time around. I'll tell you that. Moonstomp, what's up? I appreciate that, Moonstomp. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Help the people get some exposure. Oh, yep. This was already. So I brought in the first. Yeah, you're good, man. But I agreed to you 120%, man. We are going into the next moon time mission for Pulse Chain. We're gearing up, man. The structure of Pulse against the dollar on the weekly, we have market structure. I know I talk about versus the Ethereum in terms that we don't, I want to see better market structure versus ETH, but against the dollar, we have those W's. We have those higher lows. We have what we look for on the weekly. All the indicators are primed for us to to go up to the next price structure, whether that is. I think we're going to be at SAC price, here in the next month. I could be wrong. Not financial advice. I'm just doing the internet. Take it for what it is. I could be totally wrong. You guys make your own buy and sell decisions. But I know what I'm doing. Man. I'm hodling, man. I'm hodling through this. I'm getting ready. This is once we get past, the next I think it's around the SAC price. Once we get past that level, that's when retail will really start taking notice. People like Ivan on tech will really start taking notice, and he will start buying in again. People like Rand Lamar. And I mean, you guys know, but Rand was a big sacrificer for Pulse Chain. And he sold his bags, obviously, for Solana, and that's fine. But these guys will come back and buy back in once they see that it's come back to life. And then they'll be inviting Richard to come on their streams and all this stuff. And that's what we're going to see. So it's going to be insane, guys. It's just a matter of having a seat at the table. Do you have a seat at the table? That's the question. I got one. Hey, Corey, it means a lot to me coming from you, sir. Yeah, thank you. Absolutely, Tam. And you ever want to start streaming, you let me know, and you can come on this show. I know you and Crispy would be a great stream. That'd be great. But if you start making your rounds, make me your number 2. Come on, let's do it. Tell them the truth about real estate. Really build it. Yeah, man, it's coming. The writing's on the wall. It started really occurring to me when how bad their businesses are sucking, and it really sucks because that's the industry I came from for the last decade, was from the investor side of real estate, not the retail side of being a realtor, of just buying and selling properties and getting commissions. I was the investor in that, and I wholesaled to investors, and that's what we did. And yeah, it's getting a lot tougher. So it's scary, man. And it takes a long time for real estate to roll over. It is a slow moving asset class. But when it rolls over, look out. Look out. It's a bulldozer, man. It comes through and it wrecks everything. That's just how it goes. Good day, all. Par excellence. Good day to you, Par Excellence. So let's go, man. It's time, bro. And there's the myth, the man, the legend. Show me the money. What's going on, Crypto 7? Good to see you today. If you guys haven't subscribed to Crypto 7, you're absolutely insane. Go over there, smash the likes, hit the subscribe on his show, because he is bringing the alpha every single day. Absolutely, Tam, for sure. She4 reposted the stream. Let's go. Repost the stream. We got 254 of you guys watching. Not too bad. Not bad for a Monday. Monday at 11:30 a.m. 224 on Twitter, 30 on YouTube. Smash the like and subscribe. So, guys, what are you doing? What do you think about this real estate information, man? I mean, this is going to be, in my opinion, the last opportunity we are going to have to make money in the market before this huge recession comes. Before this massive recession comes, and we can come in and buy just absolutely legacy wealth type prices, whether you're into real estate, you're into stocks, you're into, crypto, or maybe you're into racehorses like Crypto 7. There will be things like that will go on sale, a discount, 60%, 70%, 90% off in this next recession. And you just got to be on the sidelines with capital to strike. And you could do that by making some money in crypto now. We are in the bull run. We are about to take off. We are in for the next ride of your life, and you can make absolute legacy wealth. And I have said it so many times in this show, guys. I feel like, I am the one appointed by God and my family to be the one to create legacy wealth and change the trajectory of my family tree, to break the chains and curse of mediocrity, to break the chains and curse of that, 9-to-5 scams that we call work, that 401k scam that they say that you can retire from when you're 67 and a half or however old we got to be to try to enjoy our lives that doesn't even beat inflation. It's all a scam and a lie. You have to get smarter than the market. I am the one appointed by God and my family to break that curse. There's one in every family tree for every wealthy family. And you guys are the ones, because you're here. And I feel that way, that you guys are the ones. Whether you believe in God in the universe is up to you. Maybe it's the universe for you. For me, it's God. God's the one who appointed me to do this for my family. And I'm going to do this. And so that's why I'm investing in Pulse Chain with you, because I see the writing on the wall there. And I am going to follow other market trends like real estate, because the crash will be historical. It's going to be historical when it comes in 2026 and 27. And I mean, you could come in and you could break the chains and curse of mediocrity by playing crypto right and by playing the macro part right. And that's what you guys are doing here. So let's go. Let's break that curse. Be the one. If you guys need more, money to buy the dip, I get it. Go create more value for your fellow man, your fellow woman. How can you create more value? Start a side hustle, right? Start a small business on the side that brings an income that you could take in dollar cost average in. That could be something as simple as going out and driving Uber. I know it would suck and it's not a lot of money, but when you're buying at these record low pricing for like Pulse Chain that has not moved significantly yet, and you're bringing in an extra $500, $1,000 a month in your DCN, it can go parabolic for you. That $1,000 could be a 20x, 50x, 100x. That's literally how you 100x your effing life, not your money, your life, right? Go and do what it takes to bring new DCA money into this ecosystem. Not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. This is what my mindset is. I'm speculating on my money and my thought processes and what I am doing to prepare for this legacy wealth and wealth preservation game that we're about to go through. So let's visit the chat one more time. I am done ranting. It was a good one. Crypto about to be the 401k now. Free crypto. Yep, that's true. I see that. That's a new narrative, right? You can now put Bitcoin and Ethereum into your 401k. That's wild to me, man. They're doing, it's the first cycle that we've seen, TradFi really adopting crypto, which is part of the whole narrative. Play right and break the curse. That's right, man. X Monkey, my man. It's good to see you, brother. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Just so like the employers have to match contribution, have to buy crypto even if they don't want to. Yeah, that would be sick, right? Your old 9-to-5 has got to go buy ETH. They got to match what you contributed. That's great, man. I love it, dude. I love it. All right, guys. Well, that's my rant for this Monday to get you pumped for the week. I hope we're going to see a glorious week. I think we will. lot of tweeting going on by RH. We are starting to see, this cycle really kicking full force. Like I said, the charts are looking great with big W's for market structure against the dollar. And we're getting close to his marketing campaign. Whatever that is, I have no idea what he's mailing out. Something, who knows, man? I don't know, but I know he's gonna want some good looking charts when all those new eyeballs come and pay attention to pulse change. So I am here for it, and I got a seat at the table with all you guys. I am super excited. Once more time, yeah, hit the likes, sub to the show. Same, go over to Crypto Sevens, do the same, and we'll keep bringing good content. I'll be here all week. I don't think I got much going on this week. If the power goes out, it's so frustrating here in Puerto Rico. It's making me going, okay, we're probably going to need this year, though. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? Yeah, great views. Yeah, it's good, man. So we got 291 watching, 34 on Twitter. Like I said, give me a retweet. Loudest megaphone in Pulse Chain land. 34 over on YouTube, 35 on YouTube, 257 on Twitter. So give me a like, hit the subscribe button. Remember, guys, if you want to 100x your effing life, you just got to 10x the value you bring into crypto. And how do you do that? You 10x the value you bring your fellow man, right? AKA make more money, create a side hustle. Maybe it's asking for a raise. Your boss, he should give you a raise, right? You bust your ass for that money. You help him get rich. He needs to give you some more money so you can put that shit into crypto and 100x your effing life. That's the way to go. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Love you guys. Hold on for the ride of your life because it's coming. And then we're going to come in and buy this freaking legacy macro dip that is coming in 2026 and 27. And we're going to couple that with the RH assets and change our family tree. That is the secret sauce, guys. I will see you mañana. Peace.